Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Monobattle. This is a game between Team Red and Team Blue on Snow Fortress. In the top side of the map, we have the Red Zerg player. Representing Team Red, it is Jay. His teammate, the Red Terran player Nocturne from Justice League. I have to assume Justice League SC2 with a little Superman logo there. His teammate, the Red Terran player, Pang Pang, and their final member of their team, the fourth player, Knight, the Red Protoss player. In the bottom side of the map of Snow Fortress, we have the blue team, represented by the blue Zerg player, Converge. The other blue Zerg player, Sasamama. The blue Protoss player, it is ABCDEFG, sporting the little default Terran logo spinny. And the blue Protoss player, Scarce, from Boot. Alright, so a red versus blue here. I think every race is represented on every team. Yes, indeed it is. And Knight thrown at the proxy gateway. So these teams, I looked at this before I started casting, is Zealot, Lurker, Widowmine, Liberator for the team red up here. Zealot, Widowmine, Lurker, Liberator. Yep, so it's our Zealot player, Knight, doing that stuff. Hi, says Converge. And Team Blue down here is going to be Swarm Host, Tempest, Disruptor, Muta. So we've got Disruptor, Tempest, Swarm Host, and Muta. So Team Blue really has a hard time getting stuff out early. It turns out neither Swarm Host, nor Tempest, nor Disruptor, nor Mutas come out very, very quickly. So Knight's trying to do a 3-gateway opening here with Zealots and trying to wreck face. Meanwhile, Scarce from Team Blue is cannon rushing up north, bringing some probes down. Get the probes down. Get the surround. Get the surround on top of the stuff. Can they get the cannon down? There might be enough to get one of these cannons down, but no changing targets. Changing targets a little bit here. One of them might actually finish. Oh, no. Canceling both of those cannons instead. Canceling them both and canceling the assimilator he was trying to steal gas on up here in the red side of things. All right, so Zealots are being chrono boost out of these gateways here, chrono boosting them around as much as he possibly can, and it's time to go. What do we have to defend against? We have cannons. We have spine crawlers coming up at this ramp that the Zealots must traverse. Must get up here and taking shots from those cannons and immediately retreating back down that way. Overlord from the north is trying to come down to the south here as well, getting shooed away by yet another cannon. Smart move, I think. Smart play by Team Blue, opening up with cannons. Generally not what you want to do, but if you have nothing else available to you, no available units whatsoever at this early stage, you got to defend with static defense. And from there, kind of hope things work out. So Zealot's kind of sneaking around this right side. At the bottom, is there somewhere they can get in here? Oh, there are cannons here as well, though. There is an option for them to knock down these rocks, but once again, cannons behind there. Cannons on creep, which is not something you see very often. But yeah, I mean, good luck with that. Zealots absolutely shut down by Team Blue. Great opening out of these players. All right, so Team North here again. Zealot, Lurker, Widowmine, and Liberator. That just seems like a really weird group. Really weird group to make work. Liberator players we've seen do a lot of good stuff in mono battles for sure. We've seen them be terrible as well, but there's potential there for them to be excellent. And that is something we kind of need to see, to be honest. I just, with enough Zealots, I think you can break this. There are 2 spine crawlers and 2 cannons with a pylon holding the Zealots out. I don't know if you can retreat right here. I don't. I mean, you have to continue to make them get warp gate, get upgrades on your Zealots at once, because honestly, once the Swarm Hosts and the Disruptors and the Mutas are out, your Zealots are pretty much useless. So you got to do something with them here. You can't just run. It's like Team Blue is talking to their teammates saying, just go into Templar, just go into Tempest, man. Just do it. And no response, so possibly maybe we'll take that as an acknowledgement of yes, possibly. Muscular augments coming in for Jay. Wait, dude, why are you getting muscular augments? You're going Lurker. Does that help with Lurker speed too? I don't think it does. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I don't think that does. Why would you get this upgrade though? Yeah, Hydralisk movement by 25%. And their range by 1. Really weird. Liberators here from Ping Ping though, or Pang Pang though. forcing a full retreat of probes from this blue base of A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. Possibly could set up some good stuff here as well. That Spire is about to complete for Converge, but it's not there yet. Team Blue is just in a terrible, terrible position. But, dude, that Queen, you have to set one up on the Queen. You can't just let the Queen stab you out of the sky like that. All right, there we go. Pushing back. Going to go ahead and set up at this blue base again. So, Protoss player forced to retreat A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Forced to get on out of there once again. So, again, you're not necessarily just wrecking mineral lines right now, but mutas are coming, says Converge. Which is nice. There we go. Setting up some Defendermo circles on top of the Queen and getting her. Yes. Getting her. A lot of dead drones now. Drones running for their lives here in Sam's base. And all the larvae getting killed as well. The mutas flying on in from Converge. And there we go. Converge getting on top of them. Mutas. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Why does... Oh, okay. That's Converge's Spire near Sam's base. I was like, why? Why is there a Spire for Sam? Sam's not Mutalisk. Sam is Swarm Host. Whatever. We'll get there. We'll get there. Ah, the mutas show up and take down our little proxy gateway project from Knight. Just didn't make it happen. Just couldn't make that early Zealot stuff happen. And I feel like he could have. I feel like I could have with a better attitude. With a better attitude there. Hydralisk Den is now morphing into a Lurker Den, which I feel like he could have started a while ago, but it insisted on getting that Muscular Augments upgrade. Widowmine's here for Nocturne. Oh, big time shots. No. Do not engage. All the mutas die. Why? Why would you engage there, Mutalisks? Oh, two kills. No more than 2 kills per Widowmine here. That's interesting. Oh gosh. Why are Mutalisk players like fated to be terrible in these Monobattle games? I mean, maybe it's a little bit early to say this guy is terrible, but man, disruptors show up to take out these Widowmines. 1 and 2. Oh, leaving 1 though. Ooh, this is a sneaky Widowmine. Gonna try to sneak some stuff. They think I'm dead. They think I'm dead, but I'm gonna get out here and get my revenge. That's for sure. Swarm Host coming up. Finally, first Swarm Host on the way from Sissamama. That's what it is. Tempest under construction as well. Is that a Nidus? It is a Nidus network. Nidus Worm coming up now, right in the very center of everything, which is red. Does that get pinged? That gets pinged by Team Red. They see it. Widowmines, Burrow, Zealots come over. Liberators come over here as well. Widowmines, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. And Sissamama is too smart to actually pull anything out of that in that Nidus Worm, so it just ends up getting killed. A couple more spots could toss him down. Here's one right in range of a cannon. Oh, immediate pull by Knight though. Knight sees that one happening. Great job, dude. Great job there as well. What do we have over here? Observer by Sam running along the left side. Disruptor drop here inside the main base from Scarce, trying to get these Widowmines and doing a pretty good job of it. This guy pops up, but again, Zealots take out that Widowmine or that negative Nidus Worm. Pang is going to lose a command center along this right side as well. Scarce is saying, why? Why are you putting Nidus Worms near everything, you weirdo? It's a fair question. It is a fair question indeed. You could drop it here, right, and hop over this ledge and start harassing this base. Mutalisk player is here going after these cannons here at Knight's Nexus along this right side. Meanwhile, Tempest taking down the gateways down here in the bottom. We've got an Overseer on the left side. Enough mutas to take these cannons out? Yeah, definitely there were, but they're running away instead. There we go. Maybe just trying to avoid getting hit by more one cannon at the same time. There we go. Swarm Host popping out on the left side of Team Red's base. Oh, Locusts! Locusts are here. Your almost constructed base Nocturne? No, not anymore. That sucker is gone. Going after a hatchery by Jay here as well, and they should take it down. There's enough Locusts here. That's a lot of Locusts. There are 17 Swarm Hosts on the field right now. There are still Disruptors just sitting inside the main base of Team Red, murdering things. Mutalisks here in the south with an expansion by Jay, trying to take a gold kind of far away from home there, buddy. And he ends up losing that red hatchery. So Team Blue in a pretty good spot right now. These Liberators, though, if they catch those mutas, they catch those Swarm Hosts, it's going to be a tough, tough time. What does Team North have, or Team South have for anti-air? It's pretty much, I guess, Disruptor. Maybe Disruptor against Liberator, but probably not. I mean, if we're going to be realistic here, Tempest against Mass Disruptor, not that fantastic. Lurker sitting here playing defense against this front door. And trying to find another place is to toss down a Nidus Worm. I mean, you still have the one. You still have this one. Where do you want to... Where do you want to do it is the question. Here it is. Okay, so that's not easily seeable. Nope, Zealots are coming. They see it. They see it. Liberators are running around trying to murder stuff. Scarce is having a hard time mining from this base along the bottom left because of the presence of those Liberators. Zealots are going to take this thing down super fast. And by super fast, I mean like before the explosion animation is out, it's dead. That's pretty darn fast if you ask me. We have Flock of Mutas here from Converge trying to fly and see what they can see, sending one in. Trying to avoid getting killed by Widow Mines, I think, is the idea here. Sacrificing one. No, get inside. Get inside. Oh, Widow Mine shots on the Locusts. Wow. Does friendly fire not affect Widow Mines? I don't know that it actually does. It's kind of a weird question. Mutalisk's up here at Knight's base, taking everything. ABCDFG says, can I take something? What does he want to take from his teammate? But the Liberators are here, and oh man, anti-air for Liberators is pretty good, as it turns out. And Nidus Worm there. There we go. Good place for a Nidus. I like that one. Team, can they see that thing? They know it exists. They know it exists, but can they do anything to stop it is the question of the day. There it is. Swarm Host popping out. Come on. Go Swarm Host. Liberators here to defend as well. These do usually work better when two players are together on this, but Sasam is kind of working on his own right now. Swarm Host popping on. Now this Nexus for Knight is going to die. Absolutely going to die right about now. Swarm Host taking some shots as well, but nope. Locusts very mean against Zealots that have come to deal with this at the same time. Dude, your Locusts cannot... Locusts, go attack stuff. They have a limited lifespan. Lurkers burrowing right at the front door of Team Blue. Oh, all of that static defense is getting murdered. There is a single Tempest trying to save this thing. Can't quite do it. Mutalisks are flying in. Lurkers are going to die. So many dead Lurkers on this one. I mean, they need to take out as much as they possibly can. Managing to escape are those Swarm Hosts inside a new Nidus Worm. And another Nidus Worm dies. Where are you, Lurkers? Lurkers are still doing stuff, sitting here in Sam's base. Lurker Spines doing some work against the drones here, but nope, getting cleaned out by the Mutalisks in the sky. It's the problem. It is the problem with Lurkers. They can't shoot up. Cannot shoot up. ABCDEFG trying to take... that is so hard to say. ABC, we're going to say. ABC trying to build a Nexus up along this left side of the map. And is anybody coming to deal with it? There are Widow Mines. Can't kill buildings, though, which is a bit of a problem. More Widow Mines burrowing here, and another Nexus along this left side by Scarce. Tempests are flying in to try to deal with these from distance, but Liberators moving in as well. Oh, this might be an attempt to draw the Tempests in so they can murder them. Yeah, Tempests count pretty big right now, but splash damage on Liberators pretty good, as it turns out. Oh, man, these volleys are hurting. They are hurting right now. Tempest players are absolutely getting destroyed. Run, Tempest. You're not very fast, but run. Gonna lose more Tempest on this escape. Yes, 1 and 2 and 3. One sacrificing itself for his brethren. Lurker from Jay taking out a Nidus Worm from Sissa Amama along this left side. What do we have? Another Nidus Worm? Another Nidus Worm top right here from Sam. And all the Tempests are dead. So many Tempests are dead right now. Only 5 Tempests remaining in this game. Liberators saying straight up fight. We will take you, son. We will take you, son. Zealots here trying to stop this thing from happening. But again, Locusts are so good. So good against Zealots. Only +1/+1 on the Zealots. Dude, you got to step up your game, Knight. Step up your game. Locusts coming in, trying to take out this Nexus of Knight here. Can they get it? Another Swarm coming in, though. Another Swarm on the way. What are the upgrades on these guys? +1/+1 as well. It's enough to force a cancel. Enough to force a cancel and take down another Pylon as well. So, ouch. Rough stuff on there. Swarm Host waiting for another one to pop up and actually might kill these Swarm Hosts. There's nowhere for them to go. All they can do is pretty much try to run for their lives, but the defender mode circles are everywhere right now. Ugh. Losing Swarm. Lurkers hitting as well. Zealots on top of them at the same time. Run, Swarm Host, get out. Run for your lives. Get inside that Nidus Worm. Oh, they barely escape inside that Nidus Worm. Team Red not quite prepared for that, as it turns out. Mutafluck for Converge is pretty big right now. Pretty big. He lost all those ones early, but now he has 59 Mutalisks in the sky. They have +1/+1. There is a base along this left side, but there are Widow Mines kind of scattered mostly everywhere. Except for this base right here, fighting by Nocturne. So Nocturne loses an entire Terran command center, orbital command, and all of the Oop, all of the SVs except for one, who survives by the grace of something. Muta is going to take out another one of Jay's bases here. There are some Spore Crawlers set up, but they're not in a great place for it. Nocturne going to lose another one. These Mutas are running rampant right now. Where are your Liberators? Where are the Liberators? I do not know, but just evaporating. Evaporating that base. A lot of dead Overlords here from Jay as well, but here come the Liberators. Get out. No, 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 no. Do not. Why? Why must we see a great Mutalisk massacre in every one of these? Holy shamoly. Why would you even engage there? Are those Liberators under that mountain? Like clip through that mountain up here. That's interesting. The mountain is taller than the game map, it turns out. Zealots for Knight going after a building nexus here of ABCs. Mines and Liberators can't do much, says Converge. Yeah, but you can also not directly attack into Liberators, dude. You can do that. I promise. Holy schmoly. Tempest here for ABC assaulting Jay's base, attempting to assault Jay's base, but guess what? Liberators coming in. Homing in, man. And the recall home. Oh, they get out. They get out. But there's a Nidus Worm here. Set up so defender most circles. Do it. No Zealots for Knight moving on in. Or defending as well. Lurkers for Jay heading back as well. So both players, or both teams coming back a little bit. And here we go. Liberators setting up shop. Oh, the Disruptors can't shoot up. There's a Nexus here. It needs defending, but I don't think there's anything that can defend it whatsoever. So many dead probes. So many dead probes right now. Ah, they are finally getting pulled out by Scarce. That's all you can do. That's all you can do is run them away. Run them away. I know it feels weird. I know you lose mining, but it's better than losing the probes in the long run. Oh, another Nidus Worm. Another Nidus Worm here from Sam, just south of Knight's new Nexus. Zealots, I think, see it. You guys see that, Knight? You see it? No. No. All right. Another flock of Mutas here for Converge. Wow. He's back. He's back a lot sooner than I thought he would be. All right. So this base is dead. Locust or no Locust. Mutas have +2, +1 now, which is very good. Cannons, not that great. Not that great against this many Mutalisks with this good of an upgrade. The Zealots helplessly standing by, watching their base fall. Oh, but guess who's here? Liberators. Get out of there! Photon overcharge as well. Runs as Converge. Some Lurkers here for Jay trying to do stuff, but again, Tempest really, really good. Really good in that situation. Flying through the mountains, trying to avoid the Liberators. Flying over cannons, losing a couple of those as well. We've got Swarmhost popping on up, coming into a base that is pretty much empty at this point, but killing stuff is always nice. All our Muta's dead again. They stopped to fight the Liberators again. Why? Why would you even do that? I don't understand. All right, so Nexus falls for Knight, no big deal. Getting tech structures maybe a bigger deal, though? I guess our Knights dudes all +3, +3. All right, so catching some Swarmhost out of position is our Zealot player, and you know what? You could do pretty well against Swarmhost when they're out of position like that. Lurkers here by Jay over here at Converge's bases. Sam has a base down here at the bottom right as well. Lurkers trying to murder that before they get killed by the Tempest. And the Mutalisks that are here. How are the upgrades on these dudes? +3 attack on these dudes. Is that enough to get the hatch? No. Not enough to get the hatch, but still terrible, terrible damage on those drones right now. All right. Trying to keep up with all the action on this map. It is absolutely insane. It is absolutely nutso. Zealots coming on down south, finding a base of Converges. He's trying to just get gas. Trying to get gas. He has 13,000 minerals in the bank and nothing to spend it on. Right now, another Nidus Worm popping on up here. Muta's trying to save Converge's base, but nope, too late. Too late for that. Locusts by Sam over here on this left side, shutting this thing down. It's just Team Red is just getting harassed. Harassed on every order. Converge is saying, I'm locked down. I can't do anything right now. But guess what? Liberator's coming in. Liberator versus Tempest. Oh boy, who's going to win this thing is the question of the day. Muta's coming in to try to attack as well, but no. Sorry, guys, you're out. You are out. All you can do is recall. You can recall out of there is pretty much it. Dude, Mutas are so bad. So bad against Liberators, especially when they have +3 attack, because holy shamoly. Locusts here at Jay's base. Converges out. The Mutalisk player is gone for the day. Zealots walking into one of his bases. You can't have this money, teammates. Resources gathered will be split among remaining allies. Not today. Your base is gone, son. All right, so Team Red, actually, I don't know. They're just getting starved out, but they're doing a lot of work here. A lot of work to take out Team Blue as well. They need to take out these middle bases is what they need to do. They're doing a great job along this right side and kind of the main area. There are just a lot of bases on this map. As it turns out, no, the Zealots Zealots going home. Zealots trying to deal with these swarm hosts is what they're trying to do right now. Knight has a base along this right side, but a huge swell of swarm hosts with +2 attack are here. And the Zealots are running home. The Liberators are running home as well. The best defense is a good offense, is what they say. And are there enough locusts here to take down the cannon or two? It seems possible. And yep, cannon or two gone. But oh, another group of locusts are here. Going to take out yet another cannon, and maybe enough to take out this Nexus. Woot, 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 woot. No! 6 hit points left on that Nexus. Meanwhile, Zealots cleaning up stuff along this bottom left side. Moving on in. Upgrades on these guys looking fantastic. Meanwhile, Widowmine shots on Tempest. Oh! I mean, they have a lot of HP, so they're kind of hard to kill that way. But Liberators flying over Cannonville here for scares. Don't do that. Why are you flying over Cannonville? I don't know. Is he trying to save the Lurkers? Whoa, Lurkers are dead. Trying to save the Lurkers who are assaulting this base, but they're dead as the Disruptor count is a little bit too high. A little bit too high for that one. Tempest going after Team Red like only they know how. Got some locusts up here on the top right, making sure that Team Red cannot expand up on that side either. They're trying, bless their hearts. It's just not working out too well. All right, so Team Blue basically has a chokehold on Team Red right now. It's just not, it's not working out super well. Nocturne has left the game. I don't think there are really any active mining bases. There are like 3 active mining bases here for Team Red, but it is just not enough. It's not enough. We have a lot of swarm hosts. We have 59 swarm hosts on the ground right now for Sasamama. That's hard to say unless you think about it. Hard to say unless you think about it, which is probably the same for a lot of new words that you see. Swarm hosts popping those locusts down on the ground, and here they go. Setting up here at Jay's main base. Jay's been gone for a while, I think. Has Jay been gone? I don't think Jay's actually left the game yet, but a Liberator player is here. Liberator player, I just feel like there's no answer for them. There's just not. You take out the Tempest, you set up defensible circles on these swarm hosts, which you can't see because you flew right over them and did not even stop. Oh man, more dead Tempest here. A little bit of a lag for this incredible air battle. The Tempest don't have a mothership core with them. Why? Oh, that is so much dead stuff. So much dead stuff there for Tempest player. Tempest player is done. Tempest player, man, he has nothing left. Nothing left. Zealots for Knight. MVP of the game, Knight, man. Okay, so Knight and our Liberator player, those two people are the players. Sam losing stuff. Sam has a bunch of money in the bank, so he can still continue to make hatcheries, continue to make Nidus networks, continue to produce swarm host as well. Here comes another happy group of Locust right on top of Nocturne's base, though. Zealot player doing what he can, but I don't know if he can compete with the pure DPS of this many Locusts attacking the Zerg player and the Terran player up here at the same time. There are some lurkers. Defensive lurkers here for Jay. They might actually save the spawning pool. Dude, set up the defensible circles. Set it up. Scare says, I want to see you guys base trade. There it is, defensible circles and a scan. A lot of dead swarm hosts right now. Holy shamoly. Oh, get out of there, Sasamama. Run! Run for your life. The burning swarm hosts. There are so many dead swarm hosts. Oh. Oh, resources lost. Very heavy for Sasamama right now. 32,000 resources lost. By far, out of anybody, the most right now. Zealots taking out Converge's hatcheries. I don't know how useful that is, but hey, whatever. Getting rid of that infestation pit would be a big deal, though. Can you get that? Knight, can you get the infestation pit? Pang Pang is very upset about cannons for some reason. I don't even know. I don't know where he is. There's always anger. There's always anger. This was a blind random draft, by the way. So I mean, it's not like, I don't know. You can get mad at RNG, but there's not much else to really get mad at in these games, unless your teammates are super bad, which can happen, I suppose, from time to time. ABC is setting up cannons inside Team Red's base right now. Zealots from Knight are valiantly taking down Stargates as best they can, while Tempest are raining down fire on them from above. which is interesting. Yep, these cannons, like cannon rushing your opponent at the 25-minute of the game, not something you see every day. But from time to time, I guess it's a thing. Knight says, I got lucky with free units. And he out. He is out. Knight is gone. Who's left for Team Red here? Pang Pang. Pang Pang's around. Is it just Pang Pang? Or is it Jay? Is Jay available as well? I don't know. Knight has a lot of money coming in, actually. Surprising number of money. My team cannot attack, and I'm just countering air. Is Pang Pang our Liberator player? He is! Oh, Liberator player. Disruptors coming in from Scarce to take out Jay's Lurkers. Goodbye, Jay's Lurkers. How many Lurkers do you have left, Jay? The answer is 0. 0 Lurkers remaining on the game. Locust coming in here to take out the buildings. Jay has now left the game. Okay, so now it's Pang Pang. Now it is Pang Pang's job to see if he can win at this game. Again, nothing can really deal with these Liberators. Except for cannons. Cannons and Spore Crawlers can stop these Liberators. And the Liberators actually can't win the game, right? Because they can't kill buildings and they can't destroy their opponent's buildings. And therefore, So Pang Pang says, this is a first. Team Blue is expanding up along this left side. I'm getting cannoned to death. Yeah, it's true. That is exactly what we're seeing right now. Liberator trying to kill this cannon-making probe and does get it. And then is almost killed by one of those cannons? No, +3 armor means you can survive a lot of hits off of a cannon if you're a Liberator, as it turns out. Alright, so basically there are more probes here for Scarce. We have 15,000 minerals. We can do this all day. I'm throwing down Manor Nexus right now. Thank you very much. Manor Nexus coming in as well. I mean, that's all she wrote, right? Liberator player can't do much of anything. I mean, how many resources are available here for these players? Pang Pang has 21,000 minerals. Could maybe try to toss out a bunch of zealots and just continue. There are so many cannons, though. There are so many cannons. This reminds me of like an old school Team Brood War game, where cannons are kind of a huge stinking deal for players who aren't very good, as me and my friends were not. Nidus Worms popping in the middle of Nowheresville. Samback has. He's got his Swarm Host group back. He's got 15 of them, which is a pretty darn good number. Probes attacking for Scarce as well. And just hanging out, I think, is our Liberator player. Just chilling. Just chilling. I mean, if you set up Defender mode circles enough, right? Like enough Defender mode circles. So what are their true Defender mode circles, right? I don't know. I guess maybe Swarm Host player can bypass them just a little bit, right? By flying over ledges. Trying to deal with some of these Zealots as well. And doesn't kill any of the Zealots, actually. A lot of dead Locusts. A lot of dead Locusts walking through Defender mode circles right now. Alright, so Team Red has a flying orbital command. Oh, wait. Hang on. Yeah, they do have Tempest. Alright, so Tempest can take out the flying buildings, if there are any flying buildings. And actually, Tempest could take out Liberators that are sieged up from a distance. I don't know, like... Pang Pang is doing what he can with the tools available to him. He is. He's doing what he can here. Knight. Oh, forward cannons by Scarce, though. Sorry, Knight. You don't get a base here, after all, it turns out. Where are we at? Trying to come through this circle of doom. Zealot comes in, gets murdered by the cannons. Alright, I mean... At this point, I think we know the outcome, right? So I'm going to speed up just a little bit here. You're going to cannon me to death, says Pang Pang. Yeah, unless you leave. Unless you leave. Scarce wants control. Scarce wants control. We're mining. Scarce is mining from Knight's base entirely. We've got cannons dealing with buildings on up that way. We've got cannons dealing with an orbital command on this right side. Gonna take a while. Oh, there are Zealots in production for Knight. Alright, that's good. That's great news. Or we can sit like this forever. Tempest, get in here and help us. There we go. Tempest are gonna assist. Tempest are going to assist. I know they've lost a lot of Tempest. A lot of Tempest to those Liberators, but you gotta whittle them down. They have money. Team Red does not. Even if it's an unfair, unequitable trade, you're still gonna have a pretty good spot. Where's that Lurker? There it is. Nidus Worm here with Swarm Hosts. I mean, could maybe take out this base. It's just, Lurkers are so good. There we go. Tempest coming in, trying to just whittle down this Liberator count is what they're doing. Going after the Mothership Core to some extent, and that's it. A good game Good game from Pang Scarce. Throwing out the BM at his own team and then the GG, and that is going to be it. Sasamama, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, converge. And the other guy, who was this dude? What was his name again? Sam, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Scarce, are victorious in this 31-minute Monobattle. Whew, that was intense. That was an intense match for sure. All right, so again, getting these Monobattles, getting them in, casting them, having a good time with them as well. Just always different. Always different every time. And again, hard to say what level these players are because there is, I mean, there's no ladder necessarily with Monobattle in the arcade. So you can get matched with people who are really, really bad or really, really good or a mixture of both. And I think that's kind of what this was. Just both players or both teams had players who were good and players who were not so good out there. So, all right, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.